Okay, hi everyone. So today we're going to be doing part 2 of our discussion of paper 2 questions. And I think our discussion on paper 2 will take 3 parts altogether lah. Okay, so the first part was the other day, yang soalan yang lebih senang. Today we're going to do the other topics which other groups besides group 1 are supposed to focus on. But everybody should also follow lah. Okay, and then after that, next week, we will do part 3 where we will discuss the remaining questions that are relevant to us. Okay, there are 2 topics which I will cover, which is the chapter 9, I think. Chapter 9 and 10 of Form 5. So those 2 questions I won't cover unless you have personally learned it in your own tuition and you want me to discuss the answer lah. Okay, so let's take a look at the question. We are going to start with the simultaneous equation question, okay, which is question number 1. Okay, hold on, Darren is coming in. Okay, so question number 1. Question number 1 is a simultaneous equations question, but it's a very interesting simultaneous equations question. Let's take a look at it. So diagram 1 shows the net of a box. Okay, satu bentangan means you have one box and then you open the whole box until it becomes one flat piece. So this is how it looks like. Yeah, I have no idea what kind of box this is, but obviously it doesn't close properly at the top lah. Dia macam there is no top lah. Okay, dia adalah kotak terbuka. It looks like it lah kan, sebab ini adalah 4 dindingnya and this is the kotak. It looks like it to me. Okay, now given the perimeter of the net, okay, is 48 cm. Okay, the perimeter of the net is 48 cm and the total surface area is 135. Okay, so these are the 2 informations that are given to you, which is the total net, the perimeter of the net, okay, and the total surface area. Perimeter is here, and then the total surface area is 135. Yeah, so that day kan, I was asking you all how to change color kan. Then I realized that actually my face is blocking the color choice. So yeah, anyway. Okay, going back to red color. So as you all know, in simultaneous equations question, sometimes they don't give you the x and the y. So you have to define yourself what the x and the y is. So let's say I choose this as x and I choose this as y. Okay, and since this is a square base, okay, square base, so we know that all 4 are here x lah. Okay, we don't need to think about it. Okay, so the perimeter covers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that's the perimeter of the thing yang dia punya ukur lilit di luar semua. Okay, and we see how many y's are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8y. Okay, and how many x's? 1, 2, 3, 4. So our first equation will be 4x plus 8y equals to 48. Okay, the perimeter. This will give you 1 mark. Okay, total surface area is the 4 rectangles punya area plus the square punya area. Okay, so if we are going to equate this to 135, okay, then what you need to do is how much is the surface area of the rectangle is x times y makan. And since ada 4 rectangle, so it will be 4xy plus x squared. Okay, this square here is x squared. This will give you the second equation. Okay, then I won't show the whole thing now because everybody should know how to do simultaneous equations somewhat. Okay, but you know that this one is the one that you need to change lah. Okay, change and then substitute in here. After you substitute, then you expand. Okay, so when you expand, okay, this is the answers that you're going to get. You're going to get y equals to 3 over 2 and negative 3 over 2. Okay, or you're going to get x equals to 9 and negative 9 lah. Okay, you will get either one of these. So obviously, so as an example, if I'm going to use y, one is a positive value, one is a negative value. Okay, so this is the one that we reject. Why do we reject the y value? Sebab mana ada lebar yang negative bukan. It has to be positive in value. So we only use 1. Okay, so when we use 1 and then we substitute it, we get x equals to 9. Okay, so sorry, so 1, 2, so you get 3 and then you get 4 and then somewhere in here the calculation you get 5 lah. Kamu gantikan dengan betul kan, you get the 5th mark. So where does the 6th mark come from? Because the question is calculate the possible values of the length, the breadth and the height of the box. So it's very dangerous. Dia suruh kamu nyatakan 3 benda. Length is panjang, breadth is lebar. This is the actual lebar. So you need to mention that the length equals to 9, the breadth lebar equals to 9, and the height. Okay, the height is y. Sebab bila kamu buka, bila kamu lipat balik ke kotakan, ketinggiannya sebenarnya adalah y. Okay, the height is actually 3/2. If you want to put cm or if you don't put cm, doesn't matter lah. Bagi saya unit yang penting sebab ini admits kan. Okay, but this one, ketiga-tiga kamu nyatakan dengan betul, you get the 6 mark. Okay, so it's not a very tricky question, but it's a very smart question lah. Okay, because everyone okay, decimal 1.5 saya terima boleh. If you want to do 3.3/2 and or you give me 1.5 pun saya terima, no problem. Okay, but this is where the trick is lah. This is where the K part is lah. So most students they will do this very naturally. Sebab berkali-kali sudah kamu buat latihan kan, sudah dapat X, Y begitu. And then most people they will give the final answer. I haven't checked your paper 2 lah, so don't listen. So most people they will give me the answer X equals to blah blah blah, Y equals to blah blah blah, and then X equals to blah blah blah, Y equals to blah blah blah. And then lepas itu, okay, that's my answer. Okay, if you do until here, unfortunately you only get 5 marks. Okay, because question is very specific. Calculate the possible values of the length, breadth, and height. So your final answer, no matter what, must answer the question. Dia bukan suruh kamu cari nilai X dan Y. This is automatic lah. Means you just do without any brains. You just automatically X equals to this one, Y equals to this one. Because balik-balik kita sudah buat begini. Okay, so that's why it is a 6 mark question. The working is actually not that difficult. It is a very simple working. Okay, it is just understanding the question yang menjadikannya complicated. Okay, dan ini yang melayakkan kamu mendapat 6 markah. So be very careful lah. Be very careful when you're doing simultaneous equation questions. Because we find that these days simultaneous equation punya soalan kan, dia punya soalan sebenarnya tidak susah. Maybe paling susah is kamu kena bentuk persamaan sendiri. You have to make sure that the persamaan is correct lah. Most of the time the working is very standard. Cuma kehendak soalan itu yang mungkin berubah-ubah. Be very careful with that. Okay, if there are 3 things that you have to write, 3 things that you have to write. Okay, don't automatically jump into X and Y. Another thing that maybe some of you need to work on is don't be afraid to introduce the letters X and Y to represent something. Okay, so I can say that the length, okay, is represented by X. The height is represented by Y. Okay, very important. Okay, kalau kamu tulis the breadth, the breadth is represented by Y kan salah because it's a square base. Panjang dan lebarnya adalah sama sebab dia adalah square base. Okay, so all this information in the question is actually very helpful. Okay, so if you did not do this question, please try it out lah. Okay, because I don't think it's a very difficult question. Compared to the second one. The second one is a little bit more difficult, but you should try. Okay, especially even though you're not in even though you're in group 1 or in group 2 or whatever group you are in, okay, everyone should try lah. Okay, since we have time, let's try to always not be satisfied dengan pencapaian kita setakat ni, but we must try to always improve. Okay, the next question that I want to do is from the vector topic. I think it is question number 5. Okay, question number 5. So, if you can turn with me to question number 5. So, diagram 3 shows the position and the direction of the boat A, B, and C in a solar boat competition. Okay, so both A and B move in the direction of the water current. So, we are told that this A and B are moving, and there's at the same time there is a water current moving. Okay, so air pun mengikut arah ke sini. So the velocity of the water current is given by this, W equals to I plus half J. So this is W. Okay. Now, given that the velocity of the boat A, given that the velocity of boat A is 2I plus J, okay, also going upwards. And the velocity of the boat B is 6I plus 3J, also going upwards. Okay, so this is a very important line. Both A and B move in the direction of the water current. Means A berjalan ke sini kan, tetapi the water current is also going the same way. Okay, it is a very important statement which actually determines how you answer the question. Okay, question A. Determine how many times the resultant velocity of boat B is compared to the resultant velocity of boat A. Okay, kalau dalam bahasa Melayu tentukan berapa kali ganda halaju paduan boat B berbanding dengan halaju paduan boat A. Now, if I were to rewrite this question, because this question is a little bit confusing. The first time you read it, sorry, don't know whose bike is that. Okay, the first time you read it, it may be very this one. Okay, now if I were to reword this question, okay, I would write it as determine the ratio of determine the ratio, okay, of velocity of B to velocity of A. That's basically what I want. Okay, it's the same question, cuma dia ubah saja. Determine how many times, berapa kali ganda. Okay, basically it's a ratio question. But the question is the resultant velocity, hal laju paduan. That means kita tidak boleh mengambil kira dia punya hal laju satu orang tau. Dia berpadu dengan apa? Dia berpadu dengan the velocity of the water current. Okay, so based on this information, I can say that the resultant velocity on A, okay, is W plus this one, okay, velocity of A. Okay, velocity of A. So this will give me I plus, I plus half J plus 2I plus J. Okay, I plus half J datang daripada sini, 2I plus J datang daripada A. So my resultant velocity will be 3I plus half plus 1 is 3 over 2J. Okay, and I will do the same thing now for my VB velocity. Okay, it is the water current plus the velocity of B. So I plus half J, okay, plus 6I, I think. Yeah, 6I plus 3J. Okay, and this will give me 7I plus 3.5 is 7 over 2. Okay, 7 over 2J. Now, how do we determine the ratio? Okay, in order to determine the ratio, we need to find a common this one. Okay, and actually kalau kita factorize ini kan, if we factorize out, this will be 3I plus 1 over 2J. Kalau ini saya factorize 7 keluar, I will get I plus half J. Kan? Okay, now because of this, I can substitute this into here. Sebab kita mau VB kah? The ratio of B to A. So saya mau B di atas dan this one. Okay, so let me rewrite this lah. So VA equals to 3 yada yada. So that means VA over 3 equals to I plus half J. Okay, saya kasih masuk di sini. So what do I get? VB equals to 7 VA over 3. Okay, saya tulis cantik sikit. VB equals to 7 VA over 3. Dan saya bawa VA ke bawah. Sebab the last thing, the thing that I want, oh no, you know what? That's it. This is the answer lah. Sebab dia bukan more ratio, dia more how many times, right? 7 over 3 times of VA. Means VB lebih laju lah. Okay, VB is 7 over 3 times of VA. This is my final answer. Okay, so this is 1 mark. Yang penggantian masuk is 1 markah. Menentukan the resultant velocity, each one is 1 mark each. So there's 4 marks over here. Okay, so actually, if you think about it, the question is not difficult. Okay, the question is dia punya jalan kerja kan betul-betul tidak susah ni, mencari dia punya nisbah sahaja, just looking for the ratio. The only problem obviously is understanding what the question wants lah. Okay, determine how many times the resultant velocity. Okay, so when you see the words how many times, next time lah, when you see the word how many times, basically you just change the word to determine the ratio. The ratio of velocity B to velocity A. Okay, and then we can write it like this lah. Kalau kamu tulis jawapan akhir kamu begini, okay, VB over VA equals to 7 over 3, it may not be acceptable lah. So ini betul-betul ratio. Ini adalah how many times, berapa kali ganda. Okay, contohnya lah kan, bila saya dan let's say me and let's say saya dan Shane lah. Okay, saya dan Shane berlari ya. So hal laju Shane adalah contohnya 10 kali ganda hal laju saya. Okay, this is how we will write 10 kali ganda lah. Kan kita tidak akan tulis begini, the ratio of Shane to Marcus is 10 over 1. Kita tidak akan tulis begini. So ini bukan ratio. So, no, sorry, ini adalah ratio. Kehendak soalan bukan. Kehendak soalan adalah berapa kali ganda. So we need to write it like this. Okay. All right. Next question. Sorry, the question has disappeared. Kejap. Okay. So, question B. Now, on the way to the finishing line, boat C faces a technical problem and goes off track. So, the velocity of boat C is 2I minus 3 over 2J. Okay. Find the resultant velocity of boat C. So, we still do the same thing lah. The resultant velocity VC equals to W plus C. Okay. So, W is I plus half J plus 2I minus 3 over 2J. So you'll get 3I minus J. Minus J, half minus 3 over 2. Yeah, 3I minus J. Okay. The unit vector, okay, in the direction of boat C. Now, ini ulang kaji lah, those of you who have forgotten how to count unit vector. Okay, first of all, calculate the magnitude. Okay, magnitude is basically Pythagoras theorem. Okay, basically it's Pythagoras theorem to divide the original vector with the magnitude. Oh no, my handwriting. Okay, so this is the resultant velocity, Vi at minus 3J. Okay, so let's calculate the magnitude first lah. Magnitude is, okay, so the magnitude is 3 squared plus 1 squared. Okay, square root. And 3 squared, this is 1 lah. Doesn't matter whether it's negative lah. Negative 1 pun sama lah, 1 juga kan. Okay, so you will get square root of 10. Dan biarkan dalam bentuk square root. Okay, don't have to 0 point. Yada. Because kita mau divide by ni. Kita mau divide saja. So, second step, divide this and this. So, the unit vector equals to 3I minus J over square root of 10. That's it. Okay, 3 very easy marks. Sini 1, sini 1, sini 1. Okay. So actually, yeah, if you think about it lah, question B is actually easier than question A lah. So question A is a little bit more complicated. Question B kan is basically a no-brainer. Kamu cari hal laju paduan, which is just add the two vectors together, and then you find a unit vector, which is actually something that we have done in many latihan. Cuma yang menjadikan soalan ini nampak complicated adalah the situation. Okay, but if you think about it, we have done this step, how to calculate the unit vector. We have done this exercise so many times. Okay, which actually the step kan is like, ini jadi punya langkah, kan ini pun mau buat soalan yang sangat complicated just to test out this langkah. Begitulah caranya. Okay, that's how we apply what we learned into real life. Yeah, I know, into real life. Saya letak inverted commas lah sebab, oh well, you know lah. Okay, so don't be, jangan terlalu kaget lah. Kaget. Don't be too afraid of the K-BAT questions. Sometimes the K-BAT questions, they ask very simple calculations. Okay, it is the K-BAT questions actually yang sebenarnya menanya langkah yang sangat simple. Okay, the K-BAT questions usually have very simple steps. It is the question that makes it difficult. Okay, susah lagi soalan yang dia sangat straightforward lah. Okay, contohnya like integration, especially integration is a very straightforward question. Okay, but the problem is integration is always difficult because there's all this algebra involved. Okay, so always give a K-BAT question a try. It takes time to understand the question, I know. Okay, but it doesn't mean that you cannot do it lah, because you have done it before. Hold on, I got a voice call. Sorry, is somebody coming? Is Spencer here? Oh, Spencer is not here. Oh, okay. All right, let's go on to the next question, which is no, it's not the integration. I want to do the coordinate geometry question, which is another K-BAT question. Okay, another K-BAT question. Okay, all right, so, okay. So let's take a look at question 8 now, everyone. So solution by scale drawing is not accepted. Obviously, you cannot draw a line, you have to calculate. Okay, once again now, guys, when it comes to coordinate geometry questions, especially if they give you a situation like this kind, okay, sometimes these things don't really help lah. Okay, it's especially if you're very used to seeing coordinates kan, adalah gambar kapal lah, gambar menara kan, don't worry about it lah. Okay, we just read the question and try to interpret it dalam bentuk yang kita tahu. Alright, so diagram 6 shows the location of a wrecked ship R, this is the kapal karam, at the ocean using a coordinate system with respect to the control tower O. Okay, we assume that O is the origin. Origin means it's 0 and 0. Okay, now given the equation of the straight line OR is y equals to 2 over 3x. Okay, and is perpendicular to the straight line PR. Now, coordinate geometry, the moment you see the word perpendicular, you know that we are talking about M1, M2 equals to -1. Tak payah fikir sudah ini. Okay, the moment you see the word perpendicular, okay, atau another word is right angle. Okay, or 90 degrees. Ini paling it is the most obvious lah. Okay, coordinate geometry, the moment you see the word perpendicular, think about this. Saya kena cari dua kecerunan dan kasih darab. Bila saya kasih darab dia punya dua kecerunan, dia mesti sama dengan -1. You must set this in mind. Okay, it is the most commonly asked coordinate geometry question. Okay, sure got one. Okay, okay lah. 90% got lah. Okay, I won't say sure got lah. Nanti orang sepak muka saya. Okay, so find the equation of the straight line PR. Okay, that's why. So in order to find an equation, we always need two things. We need one point and we need one gradient. Okay, so we have the point already on PR. Sini PR kan? So we have the point. Okay, point done. How do we find the gradient of this? we have to use this because we know this gradient. So 2 over 3 M2 equals to negative 1. Bawa 3 ke atas, 2 ke bawah. So M2 equals to negative 3 over 2. This is the first mark. Then you substitute into, okay, it depends on how you do cari persamaan garis lurus. I'm going to use the easiest method because everybody in maths also does this method. So y equals to mx plus c. Saya gantikan m, x dan y. Okay, so y adalah 2, m adalah negatif 3/2, x adalah 16. Tujuan saya untuk mencari c. Okay, so you will get c equals to 26. Okay, I'll get c equals to 26. Therefore, the equation of the straight line PR is y equals to negative 3 over 2x tambah 26. Okay, dan sewaktu dengannya lah. So, C sama dengan 26, satu markah, then the final equation of the straight line is one mark. Okay, now, so next one, the coordinates of the rect shape R. So what is this coordinate? So now you know that this line is y equals to negative 3 over 2x plus 26. Okay, so since you have two lines and dia adalah, what do we call this? We call this the point of intersection. Okay, also another famous coordinate geometry question. I think among the top three lah. Okay, kalau coordinate geometry top three mesti kau guna is M1, M2 equals to negative 1. The second one is point of intersection. The third one is locus. Okay, kalau saya ada benda yang saya mau kira dari coordinate geometry kan, inilah yang betul-betul. Okay, most of the time kali ini akan ditanya. Okay, so it's good to design. Okay, so apa yang kita kena buat dengan point of intersection? Point of intersection, we use the y equals to y method. Okay, we learned this last year. I hope you still remember, but never mind. Okay, so y equals to y. Okay, so kita mau cari titik persilangan. So the y on one side is apa ini? 2 over 3x equals to negative 3 over 2x plus 26. Okay, so kita kasih sama dia punya koordinat y. So 2 over 3x equals to negative 3 over 2x plus 26 because it is the point of intersection. Okay, tempat di mana adanya 90 degrees itu juga lah point of intersection. Okay, so many things that we can see. Okay, so di sini tinggal kau kira-kira saja. I'm going to skip this. You will get x equals to 12. Okay, but of course we want coordinate bahkan. So if you want coordinate, we substitute x equals to 12 dalam mana-mana satu. Okay, let's say I substitute in here lah. So y equals to 2 over 3 times 12. I will get y equals to 8. And you must give your final answer in the form of coordinate lah. 12. Sorry. Okay. So it will be 12 and 8. Okay. So 1 mark for kasih sama itu y. 1 mark. How many marks is this? 3 marks. Oh no, question hilang again. 3 marks. Okay. So 1 mark for this. Okay, 1 mark untuk salah satu lah. Either X atau Y betul, saya bagi 1 markah. Final mark is for answer in coordinate. Okay, kalau kamu tulis X sama dengan 12, Y sama dengan 8 kan, I will still give you a wrong answer. Or maximum you can get 2 out of 3 lah. Because soalan very specific, dia minta the coordinates. Dia bukan minta value of X and Y. Okay, soalan minta coordinates, so you must give your final answer in coordinates. Okay, also a common mistake lah. Okay, selalu benda yang terlepas pandang. Okay, yang murid selalu terlepas pandang. Be very careful with this. Okay, the area a unit of the triangle bounded by the control tower O, the rect shape R, and the control tower P. So you have this coordinate 0, 0, 16, 2, and rect shape R. Okay, you want to find the area of the triangle. Area of the triangle, we can use the formula that we used before lah. Okay, you know what? Okay, so area equals to half. Then we susun everything once again. Okay, so I'm going to use 0, 12, 16, 0, 0, 8, 2, and 0. Okay, then lepas itu kamu buat, you get the answer equals to 52. Dia dua markah saja. So sini satu markah, sini satu markah. If you want to write unit squared also can lah. Okay, up to you. But it's only 2 marks. So this is question C. Okay, area formula is given, but as I said lah, you know, don't have to refer to formula. Asalkan kamu tahu apa yang kamu kena buat. The most important one is the first and the last coordinate must repeat. Okay, sorry, the first coordinate must repeat itself, okay, as the last, whether it is a square or it is a triangle. Okay, the rule is still the same. The first coordinate mesti diulang. Okay, last question. As I said before, this is a locus. Okay, this is a locus question. As a safety precaution, floating barriers are set 150 units around, okay, around the rect shape R. Okay, find the equation of the floating barriers. So, kalau around means this is the rect shape bahkan. Okay, I'm going to change color so that you can see. Okay, so that means 150 meter sekitar means that we want to have a Okay, we want to have a circle where the radius is 150, 150, somewhere 150. So this is the locus we want to find. Okay, so as always lah, kalau locus, we have to tetapkan satu titik which is X and Y. Always titik yang kita tidak tahu. Okay, but we know that the distance is 150 daripada this point over here. Okay, and point R is very important. Point R is 12 and 8. Okay, so the locus, okay, the locus is, sorry, changing back to red color. Okay, so the locus is x minus 12, okay, squared plus 12 and 8 bahkan. Okay, so y minus 8 squared, okay, equals to 150. The whole thing will be square root. Okay, mana ini formula ni? Ini adalah jarak di antara dua titik. Okay, distance between 2 points. The only formula that we use for locus is this. Okay, the distance between 2 points. And memang the point yang kita tidak tahu adalah the point of locus lah. Mesti dia x and y. Okay, so when you've settled this, yada 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 yada. So this is 1 mark. Okay, the rest all is kerja tingkatan 3. So dia memang tiada markah. Cuma jawapan akhir saja ada markah lah, y squared plus x. Sorry, x squared plus y squared minus 24x minus 16y minus 22192 equals to 0. Okay, this is 1 mark. Let me just double check whether it's 22192. 22500 22292, sorry. 22292. 14464. 22500 minus 144 minus 64. Yeah, 22292. Okay, and that's the equation of the locus. 2 marks. Okay, so as I said before, coordinate geometry, the top 3 lah, betul-betul. The top 3 is M1, M2 equals to -1. The point of intersection, y equals to y, and then locus. Okay, the locus. Almost all the time, memang akan ditanya. Of course, formation of equation of straight line memang lah. Okay, mencari y equals mx plus c. Okay, and if you notice, this question, kalau saya tidak letak ini kapal karam, ini control tower, ini control P kan, dia adalah basically a normal question tau. Kan? Cuma, the only difference is, dia letak dalam situasi harian. Okay, situasi harian, di mana ada kapal karam. Okay, like kapal is like forever karam. Okay, so but actually the question kan kalau saya buat dalam bentuk koordinat biasa, it is the same thing. Okay, so sebenarnya bukan soalan yang susah, cuma kemahiran itu yang kamu kena ada. You need to have the skill. Okay, you need to know what is the skill involved in order to answer the question. Okay, that's why actually coordinate geometry is a good question to practice because the skill tidak banyak berlari itu. Yang menjadikannya susah adalah again understanding the question. Okay, let's do the next question, which is the circle question. Okay, circle question is question number 11. Wow, remember our very nice looking graph. Okay, question number 11. Wow, how come I jump to the last question? Let's see. There we are, question number 11. Kenapa ini? Okay. After this is linear law. After linear law is the probability distribution, and then now we have here. Okay. So, question number 11. So diagram 7 shows semicircle PSR. Okay, we have a semicircle over here. The center is Q. Radius is 7. Okay, so here radius is 7, here is 7. Q to S is also 7. Okay, notice that all this information is given in the question. And as I have said before, and I will say it many, many times again, jangan terlalu gopo-gapa to read this one and then baru kamu mau cari maklumat. No need. Okay, read the question slowly and put in all the information first before you answer any question. Okay, inscribed in a quadrant of PRT. Ini adalah another circle. Okay, PRT is another circle with the center R. The straight lines QT intersect the semicircle at S. So there's an intersection over here, and we don't know how long this ST is lah. Kita tidak diberitahu. We cannot assume that it is the same length. But what we do know is this. Kalau P dan R adalah 14, R dan T juga adalah 14. And this is something that is not, dia tidak tersirat. It is not there, but you need to figure it out. Sebab kalau ini panjang adalah 14, maksudnya this jejari is also 14. Okay, and because of that, saya boleh cari ST sudah. Think about it. Ini kan sudut tegak. Here is 7, here is 14. Saya boleh cari hypotenuse. From the hypotenuse, saya minus 7, I can get ST. Okay, so the first question, which I don't think they are asking us to find this, is RQS. Okay, let's see, RQS. RQS is this. Da-da-da-da. Now, okay, now because this is right angle triangle, so I can say that tangent RQS equals to 14/7. Kita guna tangent lah, tau R. Okay, so tangent is 14/7. So RQS, okay, lepas kita shift tangent, kita akan dapat, 14/7. So shift tangent is 63.439. Okay, degrees. Tapi soalan minta dalam radian. How to change degree to radian is divide by 180 times pi. So divide by 180 times 3.142. I will get 1.107 radian. Okay, so this is 1.107 radian. Okay, sini satu markah, sini satu markah. Changing from degree to radian is, is something that everybody must know lah. Don't forget degree to radian, radian to degree, dia punya langkah hampir sama tapi tidak sama. Okay, next question. Perimeter of PQS. Okay, I wish this page was already rubber. Okay, perimeter of PQS, okay, this section. Okay, now perimeter is this plus PS lah. Okay, now in order to find PS, kalau kita mau cari PS, it is R theta. But we only have this theta. How much is this theta? This theta is 3.142. Sorry, 3.142 minus 1.107. Okay, which will give you about 2.033, I think. 2.033. 3.142 minus 1.1073 or 2.035. So, okay, 2.035. So, this sector over here, the perimeter is 7 times 2.035. Okay, which will give you 7 times 2.035. 14.245. My face is blocking. Hold on. Okay, 14.245. So the entire perimeter of PQS, okay, QS equals to 14.245 plus 7 plus 7. Sebab perimeter kan? Okay, ini tambah 7 tambah 7. I noticed that in your paper one, a lot of people didn't pay attention to the radius. Okay, dia hanya kira ini saja. Okay, which is pretty sad lah. Okay, so you get the answer 28.245. Okay, cm. Alright, that's question B. Wow, this 4 marks. Begini pun 4 marks. Okay, so 1 mark over here. 1 mark over here. Kasih campur dengan betul is 1 mark. Final answer is 1 mark. Hold on, did somebody check? Okay, chatting. So kalau 28.243, saya rasa boleh diterima, cuma saya kena tengok dia punya jawapan sebelumnya lah. Should be okay. Should be okay. Okay. Alright. Wow, this is 4 very easy marks. Okay, sebenarnya sangat senang. Cuma don't forget the radius lah. A lot of people will forget radius. Dia kira ini saja 14.245 habis. Okay, peso. No please Okay, dia suruh kamu kira perimeter. Alright. Area of the colored region. Okay. Now this is also 4 marks, but it's a very ridiculous 4 marks lah. Okay. You know what? Let me rub this off because I'm going to need all this space. Oh no. This is going to take forever. No. Oh no. Why? Why? What's happening? Kejap. Okay. Hold on. I skipped the question again. Sorry. You know what? This is a good time for you to go and get a cup of coffee or Milo or whatever it is you drink in the morning, because it's going to take me a while to rub all this off. I don't have like a clear all button here. Do I? Maybe I do. Yalah, syok pula ni kan memadam-madam begini. Sorry. Macam color pencil lah. Color. No, you know why? Because this question dia 4 marks tau, tapi dia bukan macam 4 marks tadi. 4 marks tadi tu kan macam 4 marks yang sangat senang. Ini, tak lah berapa banyak benda kamu kena kira. Okay, so I kind of need the entire space over here. I should have done preparation for this much earlier, kan? Now look at what I'm doing. I'm rubbing this off and talking to myself. What a sad life. Ini baru half the page tau. I need to have like the whole page, I think. Okay, almost there. Lagi pun kita ada masa. So, This would be so nice if you watched it on YouTube. Can you can totally fast forward like to another 3 minutes after I started rubbing all this. You don't have to watch. You don't have to agonizingly watch me rub all this while talking to myself like a fool. Da, 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 da. Okay, invest in the clear all button. Da, 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 da. I wonder what it feels like to be watching me rubbing all this off from your own screen. It's like, wow, sir, I'm sure there's an easier way to do this. Why don't you think about an easier way? When I've already almost rubbed it all off, but I think of an easier way, right? You know, if you chat, I can't really see, because my mouse is, occupied at the moment. Oh no, it's not over. Okay, all these idiots ni chatting me up. Tapi saya tidak dapat jawab sebab saya sibuk menggunakan mouse saya untuk ini. Sabar bah kamu orang. This is tragically hilarious. Okay. Don't you dare say, sir, you missed the spot, slap your face. Okay, let's see. So eraser memang only one size kah? AKSDJ. Kasih besar pemadam kan? Yeah, I know. I can't lah. I can't. Can I? Let me see. Oh yeah, you're right. I can. Oh, well, thanks for telling me after I have finished rubbing it all off. But I shall take note of it next time. Sir, you missed a lot of spots. How annoying. Nicole, I shall minus 5 marks just for you. Comment. Gitu. Okay, so we want to find the area of this shaded region. Okay, the area of the shaded region. Okay. Right. Area of the shaded area of the shaded region. Okay, so let's think about it. Obviously, there is, okay, this is easy to count. Okay, sebab kita tahu, we know that this area ada sudut ini, ada jejari ini, boleh kira lah. Okay, our big problem now is this. Okay, how do we count this section? Okay, so let's think about this. Kita fikir strategi dulu. Okay, the first step obviously is to count this area lah. Okay, ini yang senang. So area of SQR. So see, okay, area of SQR. This is very simple. 1 over 2 r squared theta. So it's 1 over 2, r is 7 squared, and then our theta is 1.10. How much was it? 107. Okay, so this will give us, oh dear, times 7 times 1.107. This will give us about 27.1215. Saya ambil semua lah sebab belum lagi jawapan akhir. Dan alang-alang lah satu lagi kan. I can take 3 also lah if I want, but let's just take 4 lah. Okay, so that one is very easily settled. Ini satu markah. Am I reading this correctly? 1.127? Okay, so this is the problem now. How do we count this section? Okay, how do we count this section? Okay, so first of all is kita kira this big thing lah. Okay, follow me carefully. Kita kira sector ini, the whole thing. Okay, minus the triangle minus this sector. Okay, 3 steps. Okay, so the big square, the big quadrant, apa ini? Okay, this one is okay, this one is 1 over 4 pi r squared. Seperti 1/4 bahkan daripada luas satu bulatan. Okay, so 1 over 4 times 3.142. But be careful, our r is not 7 anymore. R adalah yang besar ini. Okay, it is 14. Sorry, 14 squared. Okay, so this will give us 153. You know what? I'm going to use the calculator to calculate this. 3.142 divided by 4 times 14 times 14. Hold on. Hold on. 1 over 4 times 3.142 times 14 times 14. Oh, okay, sorry. 3.142 divided by 4 times 14 times 14. Yeah, okay, sorry. 153.958. Okay, we're almost done now, guys. Okay, then triangle. Okay, the triangle is 1/2 times 7 times 14. Okay, which is this triangle lah. Dia punya tapak adalah 7, dia punya tinggi adalah 14. So interesting ah. Form 4 pun, Form 5 pun kita masih lagi gunakan formula Form 1. Kadang-kala lah. Okay, this is 49. Okay, then this sector. This sector, we know that the angle is 2.035. So the weird looking sector, okay, the weird looking sector is 1 over 2 times 7 squared times 2.035. Okay, so this will give us 0.5 times 7 times 7 is 2.035. The answer is 49.8575. So let's gabungkan all this together. We should count this now. TSP. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that should be it lah kan. This one. Okay, so this one TSP lah. Okay, so the TSP will be the big quadrant minus this. Okay, so TSP is 153.958 minus 49 minus 49.8575. Okay, so what do we get? 153.958 minus 49 minus 49.8575. We will get about 55. What a strange question. 55.1005. Okay, so this TSP plus with this 27. Okay, ini campur ini. Then you get your final answer. Okay, so the area of shaded region, okay, is this 55.1005 plus 27.1215. Okay, 27.1215. Why do I have this sinking feeling that I'm getting this answer wrong? But I think it should be correct. No? 55.1005 plus 27.1215. 82.222. Okay, 82.222 cm squared. Okay, 4 very long marks tapi ini okay, so 1 mark for here. Okay, obviously satu markah untuk inilah the jawapan akhir. Sini satu markah, and mana-mana satu daripada ini betul. Okay, either one of these correct, you get 1 mark. Okay, that's how the 4 marks are distributed. It's very long lah. Okay, but actually again dia tidak begitu susah. Okay, I think that the only possible mistake that may happen over here is orang lupa bahawa ini adalah 14. Okay, so that's about it lah. Okay, so the final answer for this is 82.222. Okay, so we have a couple more questions to go, but we will discuss it in our next class lah. Okay, which is bila kah itu on Tuesday on Monday or Tuesday, I can't remember when. Okay, so we will discuss it in our next class, and then we will be officially done lah with the paper 2 trials. Okay. Kenapa saya punya 82.24? Well, let me take a look at your jalan kerja. Maybe the 82.24 saya boleh kira sebagai betul. Kalau bukan salah, kalau salah pun, kamu punya jalan kerja should be okay lah. Okay. Don't worry about it so much lah. Okay. Yang penting kalau step kamu adalah betul, okay, be confident with your step. Okay. Uh, so, all right. I think that's about all. I'm going to stop the recording now. Thank you, everyone.